Okay, it should work. Closing the door. Ah, it's so lively here. Yeah, my son works on this, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. As Impy notes, the streets are jammed with people, even at this early hour. First. I was attacked in a part of a town like this. The main thoroughfares are filled with people and shopkeepers calling out to potential customers fill the air with sound. However, I can see suspicious people standing in the shadows, talking with one another in hushed tones. Perhaps my experiences yesterday have opened my eyes to things I wouldn't have noticed before. Saint Germain has remained at the mansion while Lupin, Impy, and Victor accompany me to this excursion. I swear to myself that I will not lose them. Victor, is it alright for you to leave the mansion? You're a wanted man. Yes, but apparently we don't. Yes, I got it fixed. I'm sorry. When I was doing the thing yesterday, I found out that I had the audio looping twice, so that's why it didn't come out well. So now it should be fixed. I tested it just before I started this to make sure it worked, so. Oh, if the game audio can't be heard, I can turn it up a bit more. Here, hold on. No, don't do that! It's fine. I'm still trying to get used to these buttons. Okay, that should be a little better. If it's not, I can turn it up more. Many of the people here in this district aren't registered citizens of London. They're pretty tolerant of criminals here. Looking here for any one person is a waste of time and money. The Yard is aware of that, so they don't search thoroughly. What's the Yard? Officially, it's Scotland Yard. That's the name of the London's police headquarters, so we just call the police higher-ups the Yard. I see. Victor nods in agreement. And it seems that the Yard's current attention is on the theft of some treasure from an influential lord. Thanks to that, I'm pretty freer to roam the streets than I was even yesterday. A lord's treasure, eh? Was that your doing, Lupin? Unfortunately not. It seems that there's someone else in London pretending to be a phantom thief, despite my presence here. He's more thug than burglar, though. I can't believe he's getting more attention than me with such crude methods. Hey, don't start getting all weird and competitive. Besides, isn't a thief supposed to try and avoid police attention? While we're talking, Lupin comes to a stop. Is it around here? The street address is, yes. I'm sure there's something you're not telling us if you put it like that. It's gonna be a bit rough from here. It's a bit of a climb, you'll see. How dare them! Lupin point. There's only one thief! Lupin points ahead to the rooftops and a line of buildings along the outer wall. The buildings are about 40 to 50 meters tall. For a while, we had to scare a rickety, bare staircase to climb up the buildings. Finally, we reached the top. The cityscape here is completely different from down on the streets. This area is a lot less lively. It's quieter and there are fewer people going to and fro. Why aren't there any of you out of breath after all those stairs? A gentleman thief must have strong legs. I should make sure to stay in peak condition. I guess I was just born this way. I am physical and a mental prodigy. Should I be gasping for air like you? Wow, you people. Why on earth would a doctor be up here? Because I'm quite selective about my customers. No one would think to find a clinic in such a remote location. We turned towards the We turn towards the voice from behind us and see a middle-aged woman in a white coat. Well, well, isn't this a big group? And do I see a familiar face? What are you doing here, Lupin? Hello, Doctor. I'm honored to see you again. There's someone who needs a checkup, and we don't care to leave a paper trail. You don't skip leg day. Oh, Victor. So I'm your neighborhood black market sawbones, is it? I decide who I see. Is the beanpole having an asthma attack? No, not me. Uh, why don't you want anyone to know about your clinic here? It's because I'm too good. If people find me, I'll be bombarded with patients and I'll never get to go home to sleep. I became a doctor to help those I want to save, and I will save only people I want to save. Whoa, talk about your awful bedside manners. Is this girl a patient then? Yes, it's me. How did you know? I know Lupin and the long-haired one well enough. You can't kill him if you tried. And if it's not the other kid, it's you. Hurry up and follow me. I can't do anything for you out here. Freddy's losing it. Alright, let's get started. First, I'll examine your body and ask you some questions. Get your clothes off. Uh-huh. Is deafness one of your symptoms? I said take them off, all of them. Yes! The doctor's got their priorities straight. Ow! Damn it, Lupin! Outside now. Lupin drags Impy out of the room. As Victor is about to leave, he looks back at me with a worried expression. What's the matter? It's nothing. I'll see you later. Now that the men folk are gone, take your clothes off and tell me what's bothering you. While I undress, I tell her about the poison and how I'm seized with pain when I try to do something to the horologium. The gem on my naked chest pulses with light like a heartbeat. Oh, this is amazing. I've seen some terrible things stuck in a human body, but this is the most beautiful of them. Wonder how it's done, to get the pattern of the gem into the skin so artfully. Are you gonna take your shoes off? I don't want to burn a hole in the floor. I see. She takes out a stethoscope and is about to press it against my body and then pauses. I want you to hold up the thinnest layer of clothes that you got, so I can examine you against the cloth. I nod and hold my clothing against my chest. The doctor presses the stethoscope against me. What's wrong? Cover your wrist now. Why? Just hurry up and do it. Thank you, Lupin. I follow her instructions and she grabs my wrist. After a few seconds, she lets go. Checkup's over. Put your clothes on. Already? Did you find anything out? More like the opposite. I'm sorry? Get dressed and bring your friends in. I'll tell you all at once. I call Lupin and the others and the doctor gives me a quick look. Simply put, my girl, I can't treat you. No doctor in Britain will be able to treat your condition. But why? Is there poison that difficult to get rid of? Tell us everything. In all honesty, I can't tell you anything, because I don't understand it. What's wrong with me? I wish you could tell me. What is wrong with you? I've never seen a patient who walked in here without a heartbeat. My heart isn't beating? I'd never given it a thought. While everyone's silent in shock, Victor speaks up. That's right. Your heart isn't moving. That's impossible for a human body, but... Huh, so you know about it, boy. Why'd you bother bringing her here, then? I noticed immediately when I examined her, but I wanted another professional opinion. I mean, this is 100% obvious. I wasn't sure if I should have told her about it or not. So you understand why I won't continue the examination. You tell her then. Victor nods carefully. Victor, what is it? Cardia, your heart isn't moving, or perhaps your heart has been removed from your body altogether. You should be dead. It's impossible, but here you are, very much alive. You have a special power that goes beyond medical science, and it seems that you're using it as a life force. It's likely that the horologium is there to act as a replacement heart. You must never try and harm it. Don't let anyone else try to take it from you. I don't know about this horologium business, but I'm not gonna mess around with a body that defies all known medicine. I nod and look at the others, flustered. What am I? What happened to me in the past? No one can answer my questions. I don't have a heart. If I really am, it's as if I really am a monster. I understand. Thank you for examining me. My voice has fallen to a sullen monotone. I don't know whether it was because I now know that how hard it would be to treat the poison, or because I was literally heartless. Everyone as we return to the lively street. Even as we return to the lively street, my mind is elsewhere. The more I try and find out about myself and my affliction, the less I understand. Am I gonna be like this forever? Thoughts like this grow stronger within me. Hey, come on now. Don't be sad, Miss Cardia. No, Cardia's okay. We know that we don't know what's going on, and so we know something, right? I suppose that's true. Impy's right. I believe your poison is more a chemical problem than a medical one. Cardia, the only monster so far in this game is you. If that's so, then I'm just the man to save you. I'll look for all the possibilities, and I promise we'll do something about it. Choko's right. She really is. Here we go. Thank you. I know it's my fault that we're so depressed, but I can't bring myself to cheer up. Suddenly, Lupin has been walking ahead of us stops. Alright, I've made up my mind. Cardia, I'm taking you someplace nice. Right now. Someplace nice? Like where? A nice place, of course. We need to take our minds off things. Impy and Victor shrug, not knowing what he's talking about. When I see Lupin smile, I can't help but nod. Alright, let's go, Lupin. As Lupin ignores our inquiries about where we're heading, we gradually make our way away from the center of town. It's been a while since we passed through the poor areas. Really, where is he taking us? Are you tired of walking yet? We're almost there. As Lupin says this, I hear a horse neigh. I look around and my eyes are drawn to horse-drawn carriages and automobiles. The women and men riding in them are dressed stylishly in beautiful dresses and fancy suits. What lies beyond here? We continue walking even further and pass through yet another section. Oh, are we already here? Oh, cool. Suddenly we arrive at a place with lots of people. Two fierce-looking men at the entryway watch people going in and out. Oh, so that's where you were taking her. I suppose this is the perfect place to take our minds off things. Lupin, are you sure this is an appropriate venue for someone like her? What could it be? The other two seem to know where we are. Oh, don't be so uptight. We have some extra cash, and since we didn't have to pay the doctor, let's cheer up and have some fun. Fun? There, Miss Cardia. You'll understand once we're inside. It's the nicest place you could ever go. Lupin nods and leads the way in. Welcome, Viscount Brightman. We hope that you enjoy your stay today. Yes, very good. Thank you. Viscount Brightman. It's one of Lupin's aliases. He's got many names. He changes who he is depending on where he goes. That's understandable, I suppose. These are my wife and servants. Though they are dressed on a break, we've given them some money. Allow them in. As you wish, Viscount Brightman. So we're servants now. I don't know how he's able to keep up all his stories straight. He's like an engineer, but it's all he makes is lies. He's very reliable, though. I'm not surprised that he's never been caught. So what is this place? Stop lollygagging, servants. Do keep up. Yeah, coming, master. You'll find out soon enough. Let's go, Cardia. I start walking along with Victor. However, this place is intimidating. People go around us are talking and having a good time. Am I good enough to be in a place like this? Me being so shy, mademoiselle. You're the most beautiful person here. Lupin suddenly appears before me and smiles into my eyes. Would you grant me the honor of escorting you? Lupin, is that a yes? Then let's go! Alright, thank you, but really, what kind of place is this? You haven't figured it out yet? Well, madam, allow me the honor of enlightening you. Impy, you don't sound like yourself when you talk like that. Why does Lupin get to talk all posh, but not me? It's just not your style. You're more of a down-to-earth, funny character, not a charming one. You, ouch, that really hurts, especially because you really mean it. Pay no attention to the idiot people. This place is known as a casino. It's where you go to win money. Most people lose money, usually. Simply put, you wager your money on games of chance, and then you get more money if you win. Win and you're rich. Lose and you're poor. I think I get it, but why would a place like this be in a place like this? Like, that be in a place like this? Well, that's because they're gonna start holding large-scale auctions and betting on airship races, Mrs. Cardia. Right here? It's like an annual festival. Everyone in London knows about it. Yep, and the whole thing is run by the London firm, a massive criminal group, and it's an open secret that it's a place here. Oh, okay, here you go, Pepper. You can go out. Since they have this huge place anyway, they decided to set it up as a gambling hall before the event. That's right, the government turns a blind eye to it since it ends up bringing a lot of money to London. Yeah, this might actually be the safest place for us to hide in scrutiny. Hide from scrutiny. Look, people here have come from all across Britain to use their money to alleviate their ennui. Whatever that word is. Well, just people come and go while we're talking. It's showtime. I can hear this casino's money crying out to me. Help me, Arson. I belong with you. Lupin seems really excited about this. She just wanted to go outside my room. It's okay. First we go to the cashier's counter when we change our money into casino chips. Then we divide them amongst ourselves. I'm not sure how much it's worth, but by the way Victor's face twitches, I figure that it's probably a lot of money. Alright then. Why don't we all go and do what we want from here? That's fine. What are you gonna do, Cardia? We really shouldn't leave you alone. Come with one of us. Boredom's in there. Thank you! I'm gonna go with Victor. Victor, can I come with you? Sure, but don't you think that you'd be safer with Lupin? He seems a bit preoccupied. I feel like I'd get in his way. It's been a while since I allowed myself to go all out. It's time they saw how lucky I can be. Who's he trying to show off to? I see what you mean. If Lupin's gonna make himself unavailable, I shall escort you, my lady. Thank you, Victor. What? Why didn't you think about me? Why did you go straight from Lupin to Victor? I'm here too, don't forget about me. Victor chuckles at Impy's whining. They tell Impy and Lupin that we'll meet them at the entrance later and start walking around the casino together. Well, this is a predicament. I'm not very comfortable in fancy places. Go with Impy. No, that isn't a real choice. It's only Victor. Well, if you do all the other boys, you can choose to go with Lupin as well. I think I know what you mean. Everything is so glamorous. I feel a bit out of my element. Victor is cute. He's a good boy. Oh, I saw some food stands back there. Why don't we go and get something to eat while we take it for a while? Take it easy for a while. That sounds nice. I'm starting to feel like I might get along well with Victor, and we head towards the food stands. Is there anything you'd like to have? I don't think I'm all that hungry, but the delicious smells coming from each vendor are attracting my attention. If you can't decide, how about this one? Victor approaches the food stand and comes back carrying a strange-looking food. He's holding a wooden stick in each hand with a fuzzy white cloud on the end. Victor, what's this? This snack is called Fairy Floss. It was created with a recent wave of technological innovation. It was invented by a mechanical engineer and alchemist Scott Macaulay 3 years ago. He hands me one of the sticks. The sweet scent wafts from it. Sugar becomes a liquid when heating, and when it's spun rapidly in a centrifuge, it cools in the air, forming a string. I half-heartedly listen to Victor while staring intently at the white fluff. Oops, sorry about that. You probably want to try it first. Go right ahead. What's the matter? Does it hurt? It's good! Oh, you had me worried there. I ate the whole thing far faster than I would have thought possible. It's so sweet. And white. So good. It's like magic. I'd like to eat more, but the other stick is Victor's. If you like it so much, do you want mine too? No, I'm alright. Even while I'm saying this, I can't help but turn my eyes to Victor's fairy floss. Well, let's do this then. I can totally tell Cardia loves food. Victor tears a wad of fluff off and puts it in his mouth and hands the stick to me. I enjoy sweet things, but this is a little too much for me. I'd appreciate if you take the rest. In that case, I'll have it. Thank you, Victor. You're welcome. Victor smiles, making him look even kinder than he already does. I'm suddenly embarrassed to look at him directly, so I thank him again and decide to focus on my newly acquired fairy floss. A little bit later we meet up again. I don't know why, but I thought that Victor was like, oh my god, she doesn't know what cotton candy is, so I'm gonna make it up to sound smart. Lipin was a big winner and was told not to come back by the people running the casino. Victor spent his time peacefully observing his surroundings. An MP said that he ran for his life and that he was almost drowned in the Thames by security guards. I may have gone a bit overboard with the winning, but I did give you a break for a change, didn't it, Cardia? Yes, I've seen so many things for the first time and it was fun. Everyone smiles at my words. Knowing that they're concerned about me makes me feel bad, but a bit happy as well. I feel like I'll be able to get along well with these men. You monster! Die! Die! Suddenly I flash back to that time, as if I remind myself that I must remain alone and isolated. Cardia, what's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. You sure? Sorry, but we're going to have to stick around a little longer, and I have business to attend to. Business? This place is like a sample of London's steamy underbelly. We might find some information on Isaac's disappearance. I see. Is that the reason why we came here? It's a reason, but my priority was to take your mind off things. Thank you. Then would anyone mind if I left early? I'd better get out of here before the security notices me again. Impy, what on earth did you do? Hey, you! Stop right there! No advance allowed without the host's approval! Yes! Here he comes! There's some commotion at the entrance. What's going on over there? I look towards the noise and I see a man surrounded by a number of the casino security guards. I've seen him somewhere before. A friend of yours, Victor? No, but... No, get out. Suddenly a loud bang rings out and in the next instant Lupin pins me to the ground. Lupin? Just stay low. There was a shotgun blast. That man shot at the guards. From the floor I look over to where the man was, and all the guards who'd been around are on the ground. Could the guard have followed me here? No way. If they were going to start shooting people in crowded places, they should be arresting each other first. MP's logic is sound. Panic begins to spread because of the gunshots, and screaming can be heard. The boy! The boy! In any case, we have to save the tour for later. I lost sight of the gunman, but he may be after her. Let's go. But then, Lupin is helping me up when a threatening metallic click can be heard behind him. Go. Do you think you can really escape from me? A cold voice. Do you think it's even possible? I gingerly look up and there. There he is! Viscount Brightman, do you think a false name would keep me from recognizing your face, Arsene Lupin? I don't owe you an answer. Besides, if you know someone's name, it's only polite to introduce yourself. No, don't, don't leave go to the boy. Sorry. No, it's okay. I see no point in being polite to someone like you. The man narrows his eyes. Just hand over the monster. You stole it, didn't you? Monster? What monster? The only thing I stole was the heart of a beautiful lady. The monster Twilight's after. Everyone knows you stole it from the Royal Guard. There's no point in hiding it. I have some business with it. If you don't hand it over, you're going to experience some pain. Not gonna answer? Fine, you leave me no choice. I can see the man's finger tighten on the trigger of the gun, but Lupin is faster. In a heartbeat, Lupin has a metallic stick in his hand pointed at the man's face. Yes! Bang! Lupin shouts and the stick emits a blast of smoke. Did you already forget what I said, Arsene? Now's our chance, let's run! Lupin grabs my hand. Too slow. Suddenly, Lupin disappears from my side. And the next moment, I see his body fall right in front of me. I realize that somehow Lupin had been thrown in the air and then dropped. Ow! You are more like a monster with that brute force of yours. I'll say it again. Hand over the monster. Lupin, duck! Victor stands and shouts, throwing a glass tube. It's probably the same way he dispatched the soldiers we encountered in town. The man's shotgun goes off and the tube explodes in midair. No! Lupin! A valiant attempt, but surprises will only work once. God, it didn't work! Who is that guy? He's irritating as all hell. Lupin's already taken my hand and is pulling us away from the man. And then... What? Hey, never fear! Impy's here! Impy, carrying Victor, catches up to us. Impy! Put me down! Victor protests as he's carried. It's much faster this way, and it's barely emasculating. Don't worry about it. Who the heck is that Lupin? No idea. Probably someone sent out by Twilight to capture her. I don't really know why he's alone, but let's hurry. This man is a curious too. We escape the casino and run towards one of the wooden parks in the city and use it for cover. We look behind us, but no one's behind us. Do you think we lost him? Well, Lupin and I are tough to handle most folks. That bloke is probably what the gun gave up. Impy, sit me down, please. Oh, sorry, I forgot about you. Strange. I wouldn't think someone like that would back off so easily. Lupin peers through the forest cautiously. This isn't good. We may have walked right into a trap. What do you mean? I highly doubt that man just happened to see us there and attack us. True. That place is a magnet for events too. That place is a magnet for information. What if he'd set up a trap there knowing we'd have to go there eventually? If that's the case, then it's likely he planned for us to try and flee into this wooded area and knows the geography well. No way. He couldn't have expected us to escape. You're overthinking this. No, it makes sense. I knew I'd seen his face before, and after hearing his voice, I remember. Where'd you see him, Victor? Buckingham Palace. It was... Suddenly Lupin turns serious. Duck! The gunshot explodes as Lupin shouts. The man appears from the shadow behind a tree. Oh no, it's lagging a bit. There we go. So you detect my presence, Arson. You're not the average pickpocket. Where did you train? Alas, I am merely a dashing gentleman thief. I have no time for your tomfoolery. The man doesn't even point his gun at us. He's walking towards us slowly, seemingly defenseless. That's it! I knew it! His name's Abraham Van Helsing! He's the hero of the Vampire War 2 years ago, a member of the most excellent order of the British Empire, and Twilight's best fighter. Vampire War. That's right. Because of his kill count, he's been come to known as the human weapon. Isn't that right, Van Helsing? I've retired from Twilight, and I have no interest in clinging to past glories. Whatever your glory you definitely had in the past, whatever glory you had is definitely in the past. Now you've fallen low enough to chase a bunch of thieves. How sad. Man, this is a dating sim, not an action name. I'd prefer to not be pursuing scum like you, Arson. I won't harm you as long as I can still complete my objective. Do not resist. This is not an action game. It's okay. He points his shotgun at us again, and Impy stands between Van Helsing and us. Impy? You think you're some big hero from the Vampire War, huh? So what? I'll take you on. I'll buy you guys some time. Get out of here. No, this man is strong, isn't he? You're in danger. Don't worry, Miss Cardia. I'll protect you, no matter what. Sorry, my brother had a bunch of YouTube ones going. But when we get back, you and me can... I'll tell you later. Look at it be. The more Impy talks, the more worried I get about him. We'll meet again. It's okay. The power of love will reunite us. Oh, you can't shoot me. I'm in the middle of something here. Are you finished acting like a fool? If you're not gonna do anything, then I'll make the first move. Whatever. The only thing you're rushing into is a quick death. You might not see it, but I'm mad now. Impy dashes toward the superhuman speed, kicking off a tree and jumping high into the air. I'm gonna close Discord so it will help that a bit more. There we go. Impy dashes toward with superhuman speed, kicking off a tree and jumping high into the air. Thanks, man. Amazing! Chew on this, Four Eyes! Impy Dynamic Impact! Gah! Impy is blasted away by the man's shotgun, falls to the ground, and doesn't move. Physical abilities, but that's it. He would have been better off using those skills as a street performer. Impy! This is bad! He needs medical attention! Quick! Hold on, both of you. We're gonna leave him here. Lupin, what? Victor, Cardia, just come with me. You're making a mistake, Lupin. We can't just leave him be lying there. We can't go back. That's exactly what Van Helsing wants us to do. Lupin doesn't stop running as he talks. But... Fine, fine. I'll explain. Just keep moving. As a matter of fact, he's not that badly hurt. What makes you so sure? That man, he's not the killer type. Thank you, Lupin. What? Leave him for... Kill the fool. Oh my god, Joker wants him dead. Did you see the casino guards after they'd been shot? There wasn't a drop of blood on any of them. Using a shotgun from that close range would have torn them to pieces. Those guns are most likely loaded with low-powered shells, or rock salt. Basically, he's seasoning you, not killing you. It might break a bone or knock someone unconscious, but that's it. Someone as ridiculously sturdy as MP will be fine. Amazing, Lupin. You were able to observe so much in those hectic moments. Yes, you can shower me with praise once we're all back home safe. I think we've gone far enough, Cardia. You hide behind the bush and wait. Victor, you and I will divert his attention so he doesn't notice we're here. Alright. But I will put you two in danger. We're doing this because it's dangerous. Worst case, we break a bone. That's preferable to you getting captured. Cardia, it's us against one man. You have less risk if we move separately. I hesitate for a moment, then nod. I'm gonna trust them. Be careful, you two. Yes, you be careful too. Damn, he's already headed this way. Hide, Cardia. He must have heard some footsteps coming. I follow Lupin's instructions and huddle behind a nearby bush. After that, Van Helsing appears directly across from where I'm hiding. You're admirably quick on your feet when on the run, I'll give you that much. And you're admirably quick at following me, I'll give you that, Van Helsing. A bush off to the side shakes. I look over to see... Hey, Lupin! And Victor, too! I'm glad I was able to catch up so fast. What's up? Am I interrupting some kind of showdown? Iffy, I'm so glad he's alright. Oh, hi, Puma. I'll definitely hit your center mass. You're a sturdy one. Oh, I definitely hit your sturdy mass. You're a sturdy one. If you can get up and catch up with us so soon. So sturdy you couldn't kill him if you tried. He's pretty much got a big pain in the neck, too. Damn it! Choco is so disappointed. What's that supposed to mean? Petition to go to the cutie to cosplay Van Helsing. Oh no, he's alright. Making jokes even when you're backed in a corner. I'll ask you this once more. Where is the monster? Would you believe me if I said I don't know? If you want to waste your lives, that's your decision. Four men stare at each other, unmoving, and tension fills the air. I see, but I'm not stupid enough to tell you anything when you're pointing a gun that can't even kill anyone at me. Is that what you think? I see. Van Helsing levels the shotgun nearby a tree and fires. There's an explosion and the tree falls. If you don't die from that, you very much wish you had. He blew up a tree! If he shot me with that thing, it might have blown even me to pieces. A miniature grenade. I see. I take it you have a variety of shells in use for various situations. It's nice that you pick up on these things so easily. So make your choice. Tell me where the monster is, or you die. Let me ask you something, Monsieur. What are you gonna do once you've found this monster you're looking for? Oh, wow. I'm asking the questions here. Van Helsing's shotgun is pointed directly at Lupin's chest. No one is able to move. If anyone does anything suspicious, he might pull the trigger. Van Helsing is unmistakably in control in the situation. I'm gonna come out. Don't do anything, I'm right here. I stand up and reveal myself. Cardia, what are you doing? Lupin saved my life, I can't just stand by and watch this. Mr. Cardia, so badass! Van Helsing narrows his eyes and looks at me up and down as if sizing me up. In the next instant... Run! Lupin shouts to distract Van Helsing, but the man clubs him with his gun. Lupin falls to the ground. Gah! Lupin! A poorly executed plan. Now keep quiet, Arson. Van Helsing's piercing blue eyes are directed at me. Who are you? Another member of Lupin's band? Lupin should die. Aim at a few. Goes back into the bush. Oh my god, I love that. The monster you're hunting is me. Please don't hurt them, please. You're the monster? The man who had done all this with a flat expression all this time suddenly shows an expression, an emotion, surprise. Yes, I'm the monster. Why do you want me? I'm not lying. What do you want? I heard you possess a gem called the Horologium. Give it to me. I can't do that. Even if I could give it to you, I'd probably die. What? Explain. I loosened my buttons on my shirt and showed the gem embedded in my chest. I've been told that this gem is a replacement for my heart. Man, it's okay, everyone just reacted. Man, it's okay, everyone just reacted. Just like you. Heck, I didn't come this far in my plans. Who are you? My name's Cardia. Isaac Beckford is my father. Isaac's daughter? He appears to be in true shock. I only played for the shooting part. Could it be that you have a connection to that man? Connection? What do you mean? Change of plans. Tell me everything you know about Isaac Beckford. Need to find out the secrets of a certain man. Whether he's truly immortal or not, I need to be sure. Immortal? Hey, what the heck are you talking about? Silence! I'm speaking to the girl. If you're truly Isaac Beckford's daughter, tell me everything you know. He is my father, but I'm sorry. I remember nothing from before 2 years ago. That's all I know. You say you have amnesia? No matter, I have plenty more ways of making... to find out what you know. You're coming with me. You... What are you gonna do with her? She'll be a bargaining chip. I can use her to lure him out. What? You better explain yourself in a way that we all understand, you trigger-happy weasel! Shut up. It's none of your concern. Van Helsing, I have a suggestion. Victor nervously raises his voice. It seems that you're not, in fact, chasing her under orders from Twilight. And you mean to hold her in order to get information on a certain man. If you aren't with Twilight, there is a better way. Twilight's trying to find us, and we're also trying to track down Isaac's secrets. And Victoria, not Victoria, Cardi is the key component to discovering Isaac's motives. Oh, well, you just want to send my funny miss. Oh, I'm sorry. Pat, pat, pat. Victor looks straight at Van Helsing as he continues. What you're after will be the end. Will be at the end of the path we're already following. There's no need to use her to lure anyone out. Van Helsing's stern expression doesn't change. What are you proposing? Let's collaborate. Now that you know our objectives, we can help one another out. Victor! What are you talking about? While Impy shouts, Lupin silently watches Victor. Are you telling me that you're willing to help me with my own objective? Yes, our goals aren't mutually exclusive. As long as we use one another, we should remain in cooperation. And what can you do for me? You'll see once you join us. These men are extremely capable. I think my knowledge will be of help as well. I have some insight into Isaac's research. I can be of assistance if you're going to look into his secrets. If you deem yourself useless, I'm going to have to take the girl with me. If you must, but I will protect her with all my strength. Now, based on these conditions, let me make you an offer again. Van Helsing, you should cooperate with us. But yeah, here you can see the foreshadowing with Imp. Van Helsing narrows his eyes slightly and looks at us, as if to evaluate us. Then, I'm gonna have to decline your offer. I don't need people slowing me down. Van Helsing looks at all of us. I'm taking her, end of discussion, come with me, and don't resist. With his gun still out in this tense situation, the only thing I can think of to do is obey. Start walking towards him. Hold up, who are you calling slow? Lupin stands between me and Van Helsing. With nothing but a smile, he's standing up to the man with a shotgun pointed at him. I'm calling you all slow. The 3 men, and 3 of you together couldn't protect her from me. Is that so? Then why don't you actually save that judgment for me and you actually take her? Fine, I'll kill you and take her over your lifeless body. In an instant, Van Helsing has both of his guns trained on Lupin. However, Lupin still smiles confidently. If he keeps this up, he's gonna get himself killed. Lupin dead. What an awful thought. Lupin, don't worry about me. Just watch. You'll get it once you see this ruffian in shock once I defeat him. Say goodbye, Arsene Lupin. Van Helsing's finger tenses and... Lupin! The gun goes off and I shut my eyes. We're back to square one again. I don't hear a scream or a sound of a body falling. Oh, here, hold on a second. I just took her out, though. Just a quick second, my mom needs me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my mom wanted me to swap over some laundry. I'm gonna be right back so I can get my PJs before going to the toilet. Oh, it's okay. There we go. I slowly open my eyes in fear. Lupin is standing completely unhurt, and Van Helsing's gun is lying smoking on the ground. An explosion. Behold the magic of a grave thief! Thief! See, aren't you surprised? Victor wasn't. Thank you! Victor wasn't babbling to just convince you, Van Helsing. He was distracting you. Pretty much. I knew Lupin would figure out something as long as we could buy him some time. Thank you, Choco. What the? Why does nobody include me in these plans? Nobody responds to Impy's question. Now, a magician never reveals his trick, but I'm no magician. Here's what I did. Lupin raises his hand to display a tiny metal ball. This is one of the balls from the roulette wheels at the casino. I took them before we started running. I put some adhesive putty on them and then kept them handy. I figured I'd stuff them down the shotguns to disable them. When did... 'Cause you're a moron, Imp. When did you? Did you do both guns at once while you were distracting me? I did the first while you hit me, and the second while Victor was talking. Aren't you lucky you weren't hurt? That was a fantastic explosion. Wow, I didn't even notice. A great thief always catches people off guard, working in the shadows. This was a piece of cake. I have an uncanny hatred of losing. Being beaten is just not my style. You lowly cutpurse. Great thief, if you please, monsieur. Van Helsing, I'll say it again, we want you to cooperate with us. A tense silence goes on for some time. Eventually, fine, count me in. Oh, just a second. Okay, I'm coming! Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I kept getting dragged away by my mom. But she's good now. So I am back. Suddenly I relaxed, not even realizing how tense my body had been waiting. Yeah, I'm sorry, Big Cardi. You've been tense for a while. Thank you. Good grief. Thanks to my hard work, the day has been saved once again. Did you catch all that, Miss Cardia? He blew you away instantly. No, you were great, MP. Welcome back, it's alright. Thank you, Choco. I knew you'd understand, Miss Cardia. It's okay. Thank you, Franny. I'm asking just in case. Are these men truly capable? I'm talking to you, Dr. Frankenstein. Oh, so you know who I am. Of course I do. I recognize your voice and that unique strategy in using chemicals in battle. You're unmistakable. I inhale sharply and look around Lupin and the others. These people are all so reliable, except Impy. If I stay with them, I can overcome anything. Even if this poison in my body can be... Cardi, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. I was just thinking about how I could trust all of them, but it would be too embarrassing to admit it. A monster. Even if I am a monster, these people are all genuinely concerned about me. They consider me a friend, and I feel the same. Yay, friends! Now we're on another chapter, Chapter 3, Educational Days. Lord, bless this meal which we are about to receive. Please forgive us for this meal being consumed by for us sinners, body and mind. Alright, everyone, let's eat. Yes, Pepper, I see you. You're very cute. When Saint Germain finishes, we eat. This is the same scene as yesterday morning, but one thing is different. This is quite delicious. The chef in this mansion certainly is skilled. I'm very particular about cooking. I would like to receive some instructions from him at some point. The rest of us look around at one another. His hobby is cooking? That's unexpected. Saint Germain, go away! Well, if you ask nicely, I'll teach you. I guess I've once again proven that I'm a genius at everything. What are you talking about? I'm not praising you, I'm praising the abilities of the cook. Pepper! Van Helsing seems to notice something in Impy's grin and his expression turns doubtful. Do you mean to tell me you made all this? Nonsense. I know it sounds crazy, but he really does make our meals here. That's right, start thanking me, glasses boy. I take it back. This food is awful. Just horrible. Hey! You're only now saying that because you know it's my cooking. Hey, guys, calm down. Let's all try to get along and enjoy this meal together. So we have here an amnesiac girl, a thief, an engineer, an alchemist, and a war hero. My table has gathered quite an eccentric bunch. Or electric bunch. I nod in agreement. Meals do taste better with a big group. Impy, there's two glasses, boys. I feel the same way, Miss Cardia. By the way, Mr. You're great, man. By the way, Mr. Van Helsing, could you please tell me why you've come to be here with us? You can't use this as a nickname. I haven't been told any of the details just yet. You are something of a unique individual yourself, to accept a stranger into your home without knowing much about them. No matter, I suppose it's necessary for me to explain. I've already told the others, but my goal is to unravel the secrets of a certain man and confront him. This man is closely associated with Twilight and is known to be very elusive. It's very difficult to determine his whereabouts. One day, I obtained intelligence that this man might be searching for a special object. A special object? Is this the gem embedded in her chest? The one they call the horologium? Van Helsing nods. I must get a hold of it before he does, and use it to force him into meeting. That was my plan, anyway. However, I learned that this girl that Twilight calls a monster has close ties to the man I'm after. If Twilight is trying to find her, I'll naturally catch sight of his shadow as long as I stay close to her. Oh no, I said just here, hold on, just a second. Let me edit it. Let's see, does it work? Okay, there we go. Okay, I just had to bring my mic closer. Oh, that's too close. There we go. Is that better? Test, test. Okay, yeah, it works. There we go. That should work better. This is why I've decided to stay near her for a while and obtain all the information I need for my goal. That is all. Van Helsing concludes his explanation and raises a teacup to his lips. No, now you sound fine. Okay. Yeah, the mic was away. I'm sorry. Sorry to rain on your parade when you're trying to be all mysterious, but who is this man you keep talking about? Why hide it? MP asks what we surely are all thinking, but Van Helsing doesn't respond. Why do I get the feeling that he glanced in my direction for a moment? There's something else I'd like to ask, if I may. You said something curious. The person you're seeking is immortal? Is that the secret you're unraveling? Yes. Come on, this is the 19th century. This isn't the Dark Ages. You don't believe in that mystical mumbo-jumbo, do you? That certainly is interesting. Can you tell us more? What makes you think he is immortal? The man was assassinated in the past. Assassinated? So someone survived an assassination attempt. How does that make him immortal? He didn't survive it. He came back. That's insane. Are you sure it wasn't simply a bottle double or decoy? Impossible. If you're a vampire. Impossible. I confirmed it with the one responsible for the assassination. I was told he was definitely him. It was definitely him. Then perhaps your assassin didn't finish the job. According to the report, the target's head was blown clean off. And you're saying the guy came back, the guy you're looking for died, then came back to life. Yes, I think I've made that clear. Hold on. I don't know what you're looking for, but if you're going to confront this man and unravel his secrets, what are you going to do with him after that, Van Helsing? That's none of your concern. It's better for both of us that you don't know. Everyone falls silent. I'm a bit flustered. Hey, everyone. What are you all gonna do now? Victor tries to change the subject as if out of consideration for my feelings. Things have been pretty calm up until now, but Twilight might be pushing harder in their search. If we're gonna be investigating Isaac's secrets, we better be cautious, or Cardia might get captured. That's true. What do you want to do, Cardia? I want to search for my father, even though it might be dangerous. I want to go search London. Cardia, I know how you feel, but I think it's much safer if you stay here in the mansion. I agree. Twilight has yet to become aware of this location. Though it may feel cramped here, laying low is the right choice. Cardia, is it? None of this means anything if you are taken. Just do as we say and stay quiet. But you want to personally help us search for your dad, right? I think that's fine. I had no intention of keeping her locked up here. Lupin. I agree with Lupin. Actually, keeping her cooped up in here isn't an option to begin with. What do you mean? Yesterday, I looked into the blood I took from you. It's definitely poison in your blood, but it has unique characteristics. Your body is constantly releasing minute particles into the air. It's a very small amount, and it shouldn't affect those around you, but the problem lies in the poison's peculiarly. The poison stabilizes quite well and doesn't degrade. The release of the poison remains in the air. Those particles are very easy to identify, and would be simple to create a device to detect their presence in the air. Furthermore, if the poison reaches a certain density, the location can be found even from a long distance. Which means, the longer she stays here, the more easily this place can be discovered by Twilight. Yes, at present. I remember, when those guards came to the mansion in Wales, they had a strange noise I heard there was a strange noise before they came into the room. That's likely their detection device. I suppose it was given to them. I suppose it was a given that they would have one. Wait a minute! Then this place isn't safe at all! No, we're actually still fine. The poison can't be detected from afar until it reaches a certain concentration. Meaning, if she leaves the mansion for at least a few hours a day, it'll prevent the poison from building up inside. I see. so she can't remain hidden inside the mansion, even if she wanted to. If that's the case, I really want to help you find my father. Everyone nods in agreement, though they look a bit concerned. Sometimes the best place to hide from somebody is right under their nose. We may be better hidden in the crowded London streets. Most of all, the search for Isaac is your concern as well. You have to put in some work with us too. Of course I will. Are you sure? I'm worried. I know how you feel, but I'm gonna give you a few conditions, Cardia. First, never act on your own. Always have someone to accompany you when you go out. Alright. Second, you need to have at least some bare minimum of skill in order to protect yourself. A minimum of skill? How am I going to get that? Look around! At this table we have very powerful noblemen, a war hero, a renowned alchemist, and me, your gentleman thief. And we have a number of distinguished experts here. It's the best learning environment. So basically what you're saying, she creates dust, but that is poison dust. Yes. It will take some effort, but I can teach you a few methods of self-defense. This will ultimately benefit me as well. And I can teach you some emergency first aid skills and handling chemicals that might help in battle. I will do my best to assist you. Educating you in the geography of London should help when you're on the run. Right, and I can teach you how to use a number of security Wait! You didn't include me in that list now, Lupin. How could you skip over the genius engineer, Impy Barbicane? Okay, I like the fact that they want Cardia to learn some self-defense instead of protecting her themselves. No, they actually do want her to learn, and she does learn. And whoever boy you pick, it actually does benefit her in that route that she uses those skills she learns. Oh, I forgot. Oh wait, this is just school. You literally forgot me. Okay, Lupin, that sounds good. Thank you everybody for teaching me. You too, Impy. Everyone nods. According to Lupin, from this day forth, every day someone will take a turn teaching me some of their skills to defend myself. Training will be conducted outside the mansion so as to avoid build-up of the poison indoors. In the meantime, the others will be making efforts to gather information. They will continue to train me until they find a good lead, at which point we will all need to take action together. So you'll eventually be trained by us all, but this is the very first time. Who do you want us teaching you on this special day? Why can't it tell me as a romantic stories do this for the girl who needs it? Van Helsing, get over here. Mr. Van Helsing, would you teach me? Me? Yes, I'd like to ask for your help. I'm not one to talk, but your first choice is the man who pointed a gun at you yesterday. You are definitely strange. It can't be helped. Every person under this roof is strange. So true. I saw your strength firsthand yesterday. I want to learn how to protect myself, and I'd like to start with the lessons from you. And Helsing nods in reply. Fine, I'll do it. I'll teach you some basic necessities of fighting. Hey, don't go too hard on her, alright? She's a delicate lady. That won't be a problem. I was once a member of the British Order of Knights. I know how to handle both ladies and thugs. Don't worry, Cardia. I can't help but feel a subtle malicious intent at how he looks at me. Van Helsing's more of an assassin type than a teacher type. Will you be alright? Do you need any bandages before you go? Quiet, stay out of this. I said it would be alright. But that expression you made while saying that is quite terrifying. The silent glare is even more fearsome. We start walking after Van Helsing. We arrive at the riverbank near the mansion. The breeze from the Thames feels good. We're wasting time. There's no room for standing around in a daze. Yes, Master Van Helsing. Master? The one learning from the student is the one teaching is the master, right? On the Atome note game, the worst Atome I know is the stupid diabolical lowers the protagonist dumb. She can and doesn't use it. I never played it, but I heard and saw one clip. Oh, I've heard some bad things about diabolical lovers. I have never played it or seen it, but I've heard it's really bad and I don't want. If I'm correct, there's a near rape scene in one of the routes and they just brush over it. Master. Not bad. What? Never mind. You're ready. Let's hurry up and get started. Alright. First I'm gonna teach you about fighting. Best advice I can give you is, don't fight. That sounds like a contradiction. That's a far better strategy for an amateur than trying to depend on a newly acquired defense skills. Don't hesitate. Run. You're starting to sound like Lupin. Don't compare me to that cut purse. There's no other way. It truly is an effective strategy to protect yourself. Oh gosh. With that in mind, I'm going to teach you some fighting techniques. Are we using guns and swords? I'm not comfortable with those things. No, I'm only teaching you unarmed combat. Amateurs let their guard down when they hold a weapon, thinking it makes them stronger. I see. And about that poison within your body. Is it true that there's nothing it can't melt? Is that true? First rule of Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club. That's what Victor says. Then save it as a last resort, and maybe a surprise attack in an extremist use. I like how original going through someone's route is. Tiramisu? An Italian dessert. It uses sponge cake with coffee, mascarpone cheese, egg, yolk, sugar, and dusting of cocoa on top. I've attempted to make it, but never quite succeed. No, I said in extremis, as in dire straits. Understand? Yes, I understand that you obviously like to cook. Anyhow, save that poison as a last-ditch effort. I'm gonna teach you some self-defense techniques useful for amateurs. Alright. First, don't punch. There's a chance that you might break your fingers. Don't try fancy swinging kicks either, as you may fall. What should I do then? Whether punching or kicking is for your body to make the right movements in an actual battle. Oh no! Hold on a sec, I think my brother is playing Zing again. No! Here, hold on. Hold on just a second. There we go. Okay. My brother had a bunch of YouTube videos going again, so there we go. Yes, get your opponent off guard and throw your body against them, leading them with your shoulder. Throw myself. Once your opponent is knocked off balance, you simply run. See? Doesn't sound too hard, does it? It's okay, I got it fixed! Once your, doesn't sound too hard, does it? I think I can do that. Good. Let's give it a quick try. I'll catch you. Come with me at all your strength. Alright. Brace myself and charge forward, leading with my shoulder. Or, I try at least. Van Helsing steps aside and I fall. You said you would catch me! Sorry. I was a bit surprised. What about that surprised you? I pull myself up. You're very fast. An impact like that would cause tremendous bodily harm. Is that normal? Yes, a skilled practitioner. It seems that you have potential. After the body blow, I'll teach you how to hit. I'll do my best. Before we officially begin training, let me ask you something. What do you think is most necessary when fighting unarmed? Oh shoot, that's the wrong one. Catch the opponent off guard. Oh, it's just that. Is it insight to see when the opponent isn't paying attention? That's right, you're quite perceptive. I wasn't expecting him to praise me. No matter how strong the enemy is, if you can hit them when they're not expecting it, you'll have the upper hand. Attack first. Yes, Mr. Bill. I got you. Trust fall. Whoopsie, she falls. I thought you had a donut for a minute. You have pizza. No, I thought you did though. Sorry, my sister walked in. Hi, Brittany.
I'm just being nosy.
No, you're fine. You've seen Code Realize.
I know, but I just got off work and I'm being nosy.
That's fine. If you're going to call me that, I'm going to be very strict in training you. Don't even think of trying to run away. I'll be alright. Will you? Van Helsing and I worked on teaching me combat skills until the sun goes down. They really liked Victor so far.
Victor or Van Helsing?
Yeah, they like both. Choco has the hots for Van.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Best boy.
He says that I have some talent for it and teaches me some basic kicks when we're only going to teach me a shoulder charge. I feel stronger. I can kill a man. Don't be stupid, it's just your body reacting to the workout. At this rate, I'll become stronger than you at some point. Now you're just being delusional. I think I might pursue a career in martial arts. Have you completely lost your way of life? What about searching for your father? Oh no, I broke her. I broke Choco. Van Helsing sighs and begins walking. Oh no, I broke Choco. I feel like I'll No, it's okay. Are we done for today?
We're never done with you, Cardia.
Yes. Yes, the rules are that we return back to the mansion at sundown. As I follow Van Helsing, I begin to realize something. Hey, Mr. Van Helsing, why are you walking slower than when we headed out earlier? I figured you were tired. Oh. What? Don't just stare at me in silence. I'm surprised. When I first saw you, I thought you were a scary person. I said before, I know how to act around a lady. That's right, but you don't have to worry about me. I'm not tired at all. We can keep going. After all that training, unbelievable. Van Helsing picks up the pace a little and I continue to follow him. He still doesn't say much, but I feel as if the distance between us has closed a bit. A few days later, every day I was taught by someone new to protect myself in different ways. Lupin taught me methods of escape or getting out of a pinch. He showed me the importance of always being calm and having a plan. Van Helsing taught me fighting techniques and how to have a proper mindset when in a heated situation. Victor prepared several concoctions for me to use to protect myself. Impy taught me how to recognize various steam engines throughout London, and as well as how to operate them. St. Germain always shows me the geography and topography of London as a way I can easily understand. Topography, that word, thank you. It's a hard word. I know. I've played through this one so many times that I never get it right. I feel like I've suddenly become more powerful, but they make sure to Shush! They make sure to remind me that I'm only scratching the surface. At the same time, those who aren't teaching me seem to be searching for all kinds of information. I wonder how that's going. One morning, the 6 familiar humans and 1 familiar dog have gathered around the dining table as usual. I might get a hold of some quality intelligence regarding Isaac. The others trade glances at Lupin's sudden announcement. What kind of information? Did you find out where he is? This had better be good news. Calm down. I said I might get a hold of it. You people need to sit back and savor your anticipation. Come on! Why did you even tell us that if you're going to leave us hanging like this? Quit your whining. So far, we have yet to see if Twilight makes any big moves either. Cardia, your education's going well. Our days are rather productive. Yes, I think I'm starting to understand a great deal. Slowly but surely. She's right. She's pretty much learned the basics of handling dangerous chemicals and emergency first aid treatments. I'm happy to hear you say that. It's nothing compared to how far she's progressed with my fighting skills. Cardia, your physical abilities are nothing short of extraordinary. That, plus my lessons, will make you a fearsome foe. No random hoodlum off the streets will be a match for you, armed or not. So barbaric! The ultimate victory is achieved without resorting to violence. She's perfected the most elite of my training. She won't need your fisticuffsmanship after that. Ha! You call sneaking and picking pockets an education. Don't make me laugh. Picking pockets is much more subtle and civilized than solving all your problems by shooting them until they go away. Oh, and would you be willing to test your pacifist theories against me? Alright, stop fighting teachers. It's obvious that my lessons of machinery and operation are more useful. But it's most certainly not the case. Agreed, there's no way. Are you sure that you aren't just giving her some lessons in frivolous romantic matters? How is it you two only get along when you're insulting me? Impy, Impy, your lessons are very educational, thank you. Oh, did you just thank me? See, I told you, didn't I? But please, let's eat breakfast like civilized people. It's alright. I prefer it when the table conversations are lively. It always makes things more fun that way. I've been keeping all the geographical information you give me in a notebook and reviewing it before I go to bed. Victor, I showed her how to be smart. Lupin, I showed her how to pick a lock. Man, I showed her how to beat someone to death.
I mean, band comes with the important lessons.
It's true. I should be thanking you. I have certainly been having pleasant times during our strolls. We all have fun talking as we eat. Compared to the first few days here, it seems that Victor and Van Helsing are slowly beginning to open up to everyone else. I am, of course, too. I almost forgot. Cardia, there's something I want to give you. What is it? It's a gift that Lupin asked for a little while ago. Oh, that! Good work, Chief Researcher. What's the gift? Victor takes a box from under his chair and hands it to me. Take it up to your room after breakfast. We'll be waiting here. I'd love to hear your reaction. I don't really understand, but alright. I'm curious what's in the box, and I make my way through breakfast. And then go back up to my room and open it. It's... I see what it is and draw a small breath. He really made it for me! I spend some time getting ready and then head back and stand outside the door to the dining room. Victor, I'm ready! When I call out, I hear a commotion from the other side of the door. Woohoo! I've been waiting for this! What's happening? I suppose you could think of it as the unveiling of our beautiful princess. Come on in, Cardia. Alright. I feel a little embarrassed, but I also want to show everyone since I have put such effort into making this for me. Or giving this to me. I'm coming in. Little Bill. I'm sorry. Yay, a new outfit! What do you think? Wowza! It suits you well, Cardia. How's the fit? I did let the seamstress know how to look at the original outfit for reference. It's perfect. It's easy to move around in. That sort of activewear suits you. It brings out your beauty even more. Beauty is saying a bit much. Setting beauty aside, the outfit will surely give you more mobility advantage in battle. Is that all you could think about? What's wrong with that? It's the most important matter concerning us right now. Oh, Van Helsing, you have no idea how to treat a lady. I bet they don't even give you the time of day. That is none of your concern. Please, Van Helsing, we need to get along. Cardia, that outfit is made from threads soaked in the fluid cultivated from your blood. You probably knew this already, but the clothing doesn't let your poison through. It's designed to be easier to move around in than your original outfit, and we made you spares. You can wear this from now on. Oh! You shush! Oh god! I looked down at myself again. You shush! It's the first time wearing something different than when I awoke. I'm a little embarrassed but very happy. Thank you so much, Victor. In addition to the clothes, we had prepared some poison-proof tableware for me using the same method. I appreciate that all that Victor has done some time later. Your school days here are about to end. As soon as I get some evidence into my info, you'll all need to join me at my plan. So just tell us that info on your plan already. Come on, stop being so secretive. Doesn't mean our mission has finally begun. I'll end as I promised. However, this plan of yours better be worth my time and effort. It's an effective plan for sure. Keep educating our precious young lady here until that time comes. I'd appreciate it if you could continue teaching me for a little while longer. Of course, you shush! I will kick you out of my room! Of course, we only have a short time left, but I can teach you as much as I can. Well then, Miss Carney, who would you like to learn from today? You know which route we're on! I want Van Helsing to teach me! Me? Fine. I was about to wrap up my lessons with you anyway. Even if Lupin hadn't said anything. I'm looking forward to it. Can I have a spear coke?
Go for it.
Thank you. Oh, Cardia, you look like you really want to fight.
I want to fight you.
Let me take down Impy. I just need these 2 hands.
Actually, you need one hand without a glove.
Fair. It's fine to be enthusiastic about it, but make sure you don't hurt yourself. I can't do that, Victor. I'm trying to learn how to fight. Getting hurt is part of the training. Experiencing pain is part of that, isn't it, Van Helsing? Exactly. Van Helsing? What kind of training are you giving her anyway? That will enable her to easily overcome an assailant from Twilight. If they're alone, why are you complaining? My, just don't overdo it. It won't be a problem. I don't recall giving her any serious injuries. I take that you mean you've been giving her a lot of minor injuries. I'm fine. I need to do this, and I can heal quickly in any case. Everyone else at the table looks at each other, and no further objections are raised. I'm ready to learn, Van Helsing. I have no intention of making this easy for you. Don't fall behind. Right! After breakfast, Van Helsing and I arrive at the riverbed. He and I usually come here for my self-defense lessons. Impy, Cardia, are you only training with Van? Is there some reason? Cardia, I'll show you punches, Impy! You're gonna teach me more to... The baby's all grown up! Oh, her first murder!
Second murder, you killed the dog.
Yeah! Oh! What are you gonna teach me today? Punching? More throwing? No, today's instructions will be more of a comprehensive technique. We will train you in how to deal with an armed opponent. We've done this a few times already. Is this a review? No, you'll be applying your practical knowledge to an actual battle. What? I'm gonna fight you? Yes, rock shells have been packed quite a punch. Be aware that if I hit you once, it will be considered a loss. But he shoots me, not giving me time to talk. Thanks to my training, I already moved as the gun came up and somehow avoided the spray assault. Good work. One shot of that would have been the end of you not too long ago. Van Helsing is serious. I know the effect of those shots from a previous battle. I can knock a grown man out in one hit, or even break bones. That's how Lupin explained it to me. Van Helsing, wait! I said it would be an actual battle. If you want me to stop, you have to make me with your own hands. I barely managed to dodge after another shot. In reality, I'm not dodging the bullets, but I'm observing the direction the gun is pointing and shifting my position away. Cardia, what are we learning today? Punching, kicking, hiding a body, man. A single hit would be... A single hit would be enough to seriously injure me. I can't help but tense up. I have a few options in this fight. I can raise my hands pretending to give up, or I can move around constantly, or hide behind some sort of cover. Or I can fight back! Yeah! I stepped close to him as he taught me, and I thrust my palm out, aiming to his jaw. The human jaw is one of the weakest points. It can't be trained through use, and even a weak hit can achieve great damage. However, his gun intercepts my strike, followed by a blow to my forehead, which sets sparks behind my eyelids. I lose my balance and take a step back. I take a small breath, waiting for the pain and shock to pass. This is an actual battle. Enemies won't hold back in a real battle. That's why Van Helsing is attacking me in earnest, and it's not going to be easy on me. I need to be appreciative of this. And what it will be your next move? A small wisp of smoke is rising from Van Helsing's gun where it touched my skin. It doesn't. He doesn't seem to mind though and points the gun at me again. It was a good tactic to move into close quarters, but never let that lull you into complacency. You're still in danger. Thank you. Glaring at them won't defeat anyone. At this distance, you don't have a chance. Is that Pepper? That is Pepper. That's not true. I jump to the side and throw a clod of dirt I picked up at his face. Some pocket sand! Some trickery talked to you by Lupin, is it? Van Helsing is momentarily taken back and I don't give him the chance to recover. I pick up a rock and move in close, ready to throw it. But by the time I've raised the rock... The muzzle of the gun is pointed between my eyes. Check and mate, it would seem. Raise my hands! I surrender. I slowly raise my hands. Van Helsing smiles faintly. Good, you pass. Ah! It's important to know when you're defeated and when to stop resisting. Sometimes the way you lose is of great importance. If you continue to resist and lose your life when in complete disadvantage, you're dying in vain. You're able to determine the correct moment to give in. It's on judgment. It's strange to be praised for losing, but it feels good. Don't forget that feeling. He rarely praises me right to my face like this. It's sort of embarrassing, but I feel slight happiness nonetheless. Right! Van Helsing tells me to take a short break and then looks back at me. I wanted you to experience true tension, so I didn't tell you, but the cartridges I use for battle use less gunpowder than usual. You'd feel some impact, but that's about it. It couldn't possibly hurt you. You were looking out for me? Don't be stupid. Nobody is getting any major injury under my supervision. It's not personal. That's it. Except Impy. I will shoot him. Thank you for being so considerate of me while you're training me. I feel like I've become stronger thanks to you. You're a quick learner, but don't give yourself too much credit. The best move back there would have been to run. Dilly, how did you and Van meet? Cardia, I fought him, hit his jaw, and then threw dirt in his eyes, and then he shot me.
Oh wow, that's my parent.
No. Oh my god. I understand. Let's continue. You don't need to rest. I don't want to rest until I hear you say you give up. You're never going to rest then. He says this and readies his gun. Let's see your best. I want you to know what you've learned from my training. You asked for it! I take a step towards Van Helsing. Then I hit him in the jaw again. Lord bless this meal which you're about to see. Eat your food. It's eat. Breakfast begins when the count is praying, as does it every morning. Lupin, Van Helsing, Victor, Impy, and Saint Germain. And me. And Cece. I see a cinder. These meals with 6 human faces and 1 canine face have all become familiar to me. This salad's really good. I know, right? I made a new dressing to go with it, and I was trembling with emotion when I first tasted it. I think I say this every time we eat, but I still can't believe someone as crude as you managed to create such delicate tastes. Why do you always have to attach an insult to a compliment? Do you have some kind of mental disorder or something? Impy, everyone speaking with you is compelled to add some kind of subcon of cynicism to their words. Ah, I see. So it's my fault people talk to me that way. That's what I thought. Wait, you Count Saint G? What's that supposed to mean? Keep this up and I'm not cooking anymore. Eh? You're all so funny. Oh. What's the matter? Did you see that? I most certainly did. She wasn't shy about it. How could I miss it? Oh, what's going on? Cardia, everyone including myself is surprised to see you laughing as if you're enjoying yourself. I was laughing? Oh yes, tittering like a schoolgirl. You have a nice smile, you know. Nice! Your cuteness comes out even more with your smile. All hail the future of Miss Barbacane! No! Don't force marriage on her, you dolt. It's been a while since I've really laughed. It's the first time we've seen it. Yes, I was somewhat concerned that perhaps you were incapable of laughing at all. What? You're always acting like you don't care about her, but you were concerned about her after all. Quiet. I said somewhat. I've been training her for some time now. It's natural to form some sort of attachment. Van Helsing, you're more complex than I thought. Maybe you're just pure, I guess. Shut your mouth, Impy. Next time you insult me, you're done. Whatever. If you make fun of me again, you're not getting any more food. Oh, both of you. You can be as lively as you want, but don't spill the food. Those two are always fighting. Oh, Cece, get off the table! Francis is as you laugh. You never laugh! Perhaps he is excited as well to see her smile. This needs to become sort of annual holiday. Hypocrite! Because Ben didn't laugh.
That's different.
I think
Asunder it.
I think my smile made this meal more lively than usual. You guys, it's embarrassing if you make a big fuss over it. You made them so happy, they couldn't help be caused in an uproar. You're able to see someone they care about smile. Really? Yes, of course. Please continue to show us that smile of yours. I'm sure it'll happen again when I'm having so much fun with all of you. At this, everyone looks around and smiles too. We talk for a while, then... By the way, Cardia, how's your training? Is it going well? Lupin looks serious. Not as well as I'd like. The more I train, the more I see parts of me that need improvement. That's good. It's proof that you're growing. Yes, I'm astonished by how quickly you pick up things and your physical abilities. Having some confidence won't hurt you. Are you sure? That's good to hear. Yes, have more faith in yourself. I guarantee that you're doing just fine. Everyone's words makes me genuinely happy, and I nod to everyone in return. So, you're at the point where everyone acknowledges your skills. This might be a good time then. Lupin looks around and grins. Gentlemen and lady, this gentleman thief Arson Lupin has some amazing information with you to share. It's time for us to act. We fall silent at Lupin's next words. Or, we fall silent at his words, waiting for what he says next. And then he says something none of us could have expected. The train snatch. We're gonna kidnap Twilight's leader! For a moment, we were awestruck by what Lupin had just said. Sorry, I believe I misheard you. Could you say that one more time? We're going to capture Twilight's highest-ranking member, Britain's intelligence agency. Hold on a second. Isn't that pretty bold? That's a pretty bold claim you just made. Are you for real? We've made plenty of precautions and countermeasures, but I'm not optimistic enough to think we can hide here forever. A protracted battle will put us in a disadvantage. We need to make a decisive action. That action would be kidnapping. Lupin nods with determination. The head of Twilight will be the central figure for many different plans. The most effective way for us to gain some sort of ground on all unknown is to ask the one responsible directly. A key figure for all of us achieving our individual goals. You believe that this leader of Twilight is this very person. Lupin nods. I see. That's why you decided on capturing this person. Saint Germain says this as casually as asking for a glass of water. Lupin nods. But wait, if we're going to capture this person, then you must give some sort of found information about him. This person is the head of the entire nation's intelligence agency. Lupin, how did you even come across this information? Who do you think you're speaking to? I am the great thief Arson Lupin. Treasure or knowledge, it's all the same. You stole information about Twilight. From where? Oh, that. While I was walking through the city a while back, I sensed that someone highly trained was following me. I figured that it was probably a Twilight agent, and after I lost my tail, I decided to turn things around and hunt him down. After that, I just put on his stuffy uniform and went around asking other agents. Good work today, by the way. Ah, I see. So you gathered information using your usual tactic of disguise. That's quite impressive that you were able to go unnoticed within the walls of a first-class intelligence organization. There is no one who compares to you when it comes to outsmarting people. It's not just impressive, it's scary. Lady Luck had a hand in it, but a good thief always turns a lucky break to an opportunity. From there, I just ran around trying to get proof from what I found. Last night, I finally knew for sure. You aware that Twilight is the most elite agency in the country, right? Not only did you catch them, you countered? It's nothing to be surprised about. I've always had a talent for receiving an excellent education. Education? Like a thief academy? Perhaps he means something similar training I myself was undergoing. And where will this Twilight leader be appearing? I take a breath in anticipation. Something about Van Helsing's expression gives me chills when our eyes meet. You look pretty scary right now, that person you said you're after. Does whoever you're pursuing have something to do with this? There's no need for you to know. The air is tense, and my chest is tight. The dining room falls silent for a while, and the Count is the first to speak. And where is your target going to appear? I'm sure that the difficulty of this plan will be affected by the location of this heist. A train. What's a train? Everyone looks at me in surprise. Is this something I should know about? I feel a bit embarrassed as I ask. You don't know what a steam locomotive is? It's like a big iron horse that eats coal.
Wait, hold on a minute. Didn't Impy, his whole training thing was he was going around showing you what these steam machines were?
Yes, but he never told you what a train is.
He didn't tell you what a train is. It's entirely on Impy.
It is. He's dumb. An iron horse. Perhaps it's something like an automobile. This seems like the sort of thing that would be easier to show you than explain. If we're going to execute Lupin's plan, she'll be seeing one soon, whether she likes it or not. Lupin nods and continues. Our target is supposed to be boarding from the nearby Waterloo to inspect the military factory in the northern region. The information I have obtained regards his personal guards during the inspection. I'll share the details with you later. Did you steal any actual documents? Of course not. If they realized I'd stolen anything, they would have changed security. I memorized the main points. They'll be least likely to suspect us when the train's in motion. We'll hide on the train and whisk the target off his feet. Did it ever occur to you this plan might be a little too bold? I agree with Victor. Lupin had repeatedly told me in my training that you should never commit a battle that you aren't sure you can win. I think it sounds like fun. If this is a plan that you're willing to execute, I can help you in any way I can. Fun? Although they say your guard will be down, we are up against great odds. I feel that our chances of victory are slim. How in the world are we going to steal someone off a moving train? Are we just going to dive off a speeding locomotive? Well, we know Impy is useless and dumb in the worst, so dang, this minigroup is acting like some special ops team minus Impy. Don't worry, I have an idea. We should split into two groups. The first will create a distraction on the train while the second makes the capture. And if we use the railroad, there is some way to escape with the target by using the branching lines on the railway. Arson, is your plan to steal the entire train car itself, is it not? The entire train car! A bold idea! This is getting more interesting by the minute! Whoa, I didn't think you'd figure it out. Basically, yes, it's exactly what Van Helsing said. Once we have the target, it's a piece of cake. We'll use the automobile waiting by the railway, hop in for our getaway. And it's not that dangerous, but there is definitely a chance we can win. What do you guys think? Are you in? I do think it's a little hasty. I'd say it's worth the danger. I'll lend you a hand. If you shut up, Final Fantasy VIII almost did it. You can't. I'm against it. This risk is too big. I'm fine either way. I'll go with whatever you decide. You're going to help, Count? Yes, of course. How rare is it for us to get the opportunity to enjoy an outing together? Count, I don't think this is a very accurate description of the situation. They stole it from 8. It's a good plan that solves several of our problems at once. Cardia, what do you think? Me? I agree. Let's steal the train. Because there's zero chances of... I want to steal! Because your chances of failing are always 0. Isn't that right, Lupin? Exactly. Doesn't matter if Arson is with us. I can accomplish this on my own. I want to steal. I think that's a bit of a stretch. Fine. Everyone is willing to give this a shot? We all nod with determination, agreeing to Lupin's sentiment. I won't let you down. I promise. I'd like to get in with the details now, but there's one thing I want to say. To put our own lives first, right? Exactly. You're catching on quick. That was all you said in the training. Lupin gives me a small bow. Cardia, we don't skip on your training. The best minds around helped you. Don't worry, it'll come in handy. I'll do my best. Is everyone alright with that? Since it seems that we're all in this together, I'll do what I can to help. The question isn't whether you'll help, but whether or not you'll be in our way. It's time for all my secret devices to release their their fire. Just leave it to me. I'll be taking part in battle as well, though I pray that Impy's inventions do not literally go up in flames. Oh my god, are they gonna suplex the train? Seiji, how could you say that? Great, our chances are much better with all of us taking a part in the plan. Let me explain the details now. Lupin spreads a map on the table. We gather around it and take highly detailed notations. I usually did that in my Final Fantasy VI, and let me tell you, it was satisfying. We gather around it and take in the highly detailed notions all on it. Thus, we begin to make plans. For the next few days, things are chaotic. Everyone has a lot of things to do, like checking the railroad paths, creating devices, and learning Twilight's defenses. We'll spend our time preparing our parts for the plan, and its execution only takes a few short days. Impy and Victor have the most to do. Impy is creating a device to control the switches. Victor's making the chemicals. They've both been working day and night. As for me, I try and stay out of their way. There isn't much I can do compared to them, so I spend my time doing small tasks to aid them as best I can. Person after me, Twilight's leader, will soon meet with them face to face. They're trying to set a motion and plan that would affect the entire world, starting with capturing me. I wonder what they need me for. There's so many things I want to know. What reason do they have for chasing me? What about my father and the horologium? Why did I lose my memory? I prepare for our upcoming meeting, hoping that it'll at least solve some of these mysteries. At least some of these mysteries to be solved. What? I forgot that when our first playthrough we couldn't say horologium, so we just called it the hoe. I look up in the night sky and sigh. Also, can I just say that Lupin is a ferret because all they do is steal stuff?
Lupin ferret confirmed.
We act tonight on the very last train. It's about to leave. Everyone is wrapping up their preparations. As of now, I haven't been given a clear role or action in the group's plan. Lupin says that he'll decide what to do once we're there. But all of this, I'm feeling somewhat anxious. Is there anything I could do to help? Maybe I should go check on someone. Let's go check on the boy, 'cause we're on his route. I walk down the hall and find Van Helsing. He should be in the lounge. He said he'd be maintaining his weapons. I knock a few times on the door. Van Helsing, it's me, Cardia. What do you want? Rude. I was wondering if there's anything I could do to help. That's all I say, and he doesn't respond. I start to leave feeling rejected when You can come in, it's unlocked. You sure? Didn't you hear me? I said you can come in. He sounds slightly angry, but I enter the room anyway. There are rows of ammunition and dismantled weapon parts all over the desk. Wow, are you taking all this ammunition? We're going to be outnumbered. It's best to be prepared. I see. Is there anything I can do to help you? Cardia, I knock, punches the door down. I approve. I see. Is there anything I can do to help? No, he'd still be proud. Can you clean a gun? Or can you clean weapons, assemble a gun? No, nobody taught me how to do that. I didn't think so. I didn't teach you how to handle a firearm either. Is there nothing I can do for him? I'll need any help. You want me to leave? If I did, I wouldn't have let you in. What should I do here? I'm capable of executing this plan of ours on my own. What? I'm powerful, I'm competent, I can handle anything. I'm not impy.
Can you drive a train?
I'm sure he can. Didn't he in the anime?
Yeah, actually he
He
did.
did. There's no way this plan will fail, no matter how many mistakes and the rest of you make. That's all I'm saying. I mean, he was special forces, so.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. And you have the skills necessary to defend yourself. There's nothing to worry about. Thank you for reassuring me. What? It wasn't my intention. I was just stating facts. Three shirts. Van starts cleaning a small weapon piece, looking upset for some reason. I look at him again and my heart feels much lighter than when I entered. Stop being a sunder, I've been housing.
Feelings.
The station's filled with people. Some people are greeting those exiting the train. Others are waiting for the night's last train. Others simply watch the trains. Our plan will be going off very soon. Be sad, boy, you coward! We've all come to the Waterloo station, one of London's many train stations. We are here to see the train we'll board. The final train will arrive at this platform and leaves in another 2 hours. Lupin suggested that we take this time to get a good look at the actual train. In any case, there are so many people here! Oh crap. Even with the increasing popularity of automobiles and airships, steam locomotive— oh jeez, I hit the wrong button. Remain a major method of transportation. Lupin was right, even though we're being pursued by the government, as long as we blend in with confidence, no one notices. Van Helsing is standing back a small ways away, so we don't stand all together. St. Germain is standing elsewhere. For now, it seems that no one is paying attention to us. Is the locomotive almost here? It should be here soon. Keep your eyes out. You'll be in for a real surprise. Lupin looks at his pocket watch as he answers me. Speak of the devil, there it is. I turn my gaze to the end of the platform and see something black approach from out of the darkness and get bigger. Then, it lets out a roaring whistle that hurts my ears as an iron machine lets off steam and comes to a stop. It looks more like a black metal mountain than any kind of vehicle. I'm struck speechless at the powerful presence of the huge machine before us. Maybe had told me about it, but I didn't think it would be such an intense experience to see and hear it in person. Is this the locomotive? Surprised, eh? I was taken back the first time I saw it too. It was so unbelievable that science could move something so big. Yes! It's amazing! I'm unable to take my eyes off the locomotive. The steam trains don't use Neo steam engine, do they? They run on traditional engines. Not true, Victor. This one's an exception. It uses the Neo steam engine as a booster to dramatically increase its horsepower. That's how it became a monster train that can carry so many passengers. It's a fusion of tradition and innovation. It's amazing that something like this can even move. Thomas, I didn't know that you got a cameo. No, it's mine. It's cute. My jaw is agape and I look at the mess of the blood. The black iron standing straight in the tracks. Alright, enough of ogling. We're not here to sightsee. Lupin's words sent me back to reality and I take a better look at it. Right, our mission is to take place on this train. Lupin walks around the train car as he explains our plan to us again. He said that in the beginning our plan will take place on a moving train. First of all, there will be regular passengers aboard until it reaches the center, a certain station. Van Helsing and Victor will board the last car among the passengers. When our target gets on the train, the rest of the passengers will be removed, but Van Helsing and Victor will hide on board. Once the train passes that point, Lupin specified, Van Helsing and Victor will cause a commotion, drawing out the target's guards. Once enough of the guards have been lured away from the very last car, we will uncouple and the enemy's soldiers and all. That way we can separate a good number of guards from Twilight's leader. While this is going on, Lupin, MP, and Saint Germain will drive the automobile to the end of the track we will divert it to. The Count will wait here at the end point with the automobile. He will simply wait there until we cut off the train car carrying the leader and bring it to that location. Lupin and MP will approach the train from above the flying machine called an ornithopter and land on the target's car. Using a device created by MP, Lupin will cut off the train car from the car ahead, including the locomotive engine. At that time, the tracks will be switched, pulling a single train car onto a separate track away from the guards. After that, Lupin will shoot some fireworks in the air, signaling Van Helsing and Victor, and then send MP to pick them up. Lupin, and then afterwards we steal the train. The train car will be cut off and continuing rolling to the end of the line, running on one of MP's inventions. The back of the car that's cut off, Victor and Van Helsing will fight the guards and then continue to head to the target's train car. Suplex the train? Yes. If possible, they will overpower the guards protecting the target and capture him. If it's too difficult, we will wait. Either way, once the train car reaches its destination, Saint Germain and Van Helsing and Victor will defeat the remaining guards and capture the target. Then the target will be placed in the automobile and everyone will drive back to the mansion. If something goes wrong, we are to run to the rendezvous point. MP can then help out in battle as he will be flying near the train car while the plan is being carried out. That's an overview of the plan. And there we have it. Any questions? We circle around the train as Lupin does the mission in detail. He ends this explanation as we reach the first car. At that moment... Whoa! Lupin leans back, bumping into a shoulder of a passerby. Excuse me. The man continues on his way. Lupin watches the man leave with a puzzled expression. What's the matter? Oh. It's just, I thought it was strange that I didn't notice the man approaching. Hope my perception isn't getting dull. Hey, don't say that, you're scaring me. Yeah, you're probably just tired. Oh yeah, I've developed a medicine that makes you cheerful. Would you like some? No, that sounds incredibly shady. What should I do? Oh, that's right, I never told you. Your part in this plan is up to you. I get to choose? Either go with Van Helsing and Victor to be in charge of disconnecting the rail car with the guards, or you can come along with MP and the Count and help me out. Either way, your task will be to break one of the connectors, so it's essentially the same either way. Lupin hands me a small device and toolbox as he says this. That's a device to break the connector. Attaching it is a bit complicated. Can you do it? Who do you think trained her? It'll be a piece of cake. I studied the device for a while and come to understand its workings. Yes, it'll be simple. Are you sure you want me to do it? The connector won't dislodge so easily while the train's in motion. All the way to the cars behind it is hold tight. Victor, it's called crack. Oh my god. He is an alchemist. Go away, PlayStation thing. Go away, PlayStation thing. But in the worst case scenario, you can use the poison to melt through the connector. That makes you best suited for the task out of all of us. We're counting on you. Okay, I'll try. We'll split into two teams. MP, Saint Germain, and myself will leave the station. Victor and Van Helsing will board the train. I'm gonna go on the train with the two good boys. I'm getting on the train! Right, look out for her, Victor. Tell Van Helsing to do the same. I guess it's dangerous no matter where she goes. I'll do everything I can to protect her. Victor nods and Lupin's group leaves. Van Helsing joins me and Victor on the platform. I see that you've decided to come with us. I guarantee that you'll be safe. Just don't get in our way. Don't worry, I can defend myself. Hopefully it's not all talk. Shall we board then? We still have much to do. I follow Victor and Van Helsing. I look up at the massive machine one last time before boarding the train car. Yes, the good boy team! Oh, I see Franny's getting suspicious. It almost feels like I'm being devoured. I shake my head and dispel the awful image and step aboard. Lupin, you're cool too. Lupin is cool. We board the last train car on the train. Once our plan begins, our objective will be to lure the guards to this car and disconnect it, guards and all. There are already a few passengers on board and I hear them chattering all around me. This is what it's like inside? It's so strange that so many people can travel all together. I feel a little restless. I know how you feel. I felt somewhat the same way the first time I rode it. You'll get used to it soon. It's more important that you be on your guard. We're in a life or death situation now. I know. We've got to make this happen. I wonder if it'll go as planned. It will. We're going to make sure it does. The whistle blows again and the scenery outside the window begins to move slowly. The train is finally moving. The regular series of vibrations shake my body. This sensation makes me more nervous. We leave the station and pass through the city. It suddenly becomes dark outside. The moon shines over the bare field of grass. At first, Van Helsing and Victor go over the plan again and again, and eventually they fall silent. They're probably lost in their thoughts. Will I soon be faced with the answers of some of my mysteries? My poison and the people of information in my family. Or about my family. The train eventually comes to a stop. The passengers exit one after another. Finally, our kidnapping mission has begun. No, you're fine. Yeah, she's just chilling in bed. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through this and then I was gonna take a break. A while after that, we conceal ourselves behind the seats of the now quiet train car and wait for the train to depart. We once departed with the other passengers. Once the conductor finished the inspection and the train finished, we snuck back on board. We sit still, waiting for the right moment. Then the train begins to move again. Now the train is returned to turned into a prison on wheels. Van Helsing says this quietly as he unpacks the weapons he's been hiding. We're stuck here as well, Van Helsing. Victor is holding a detonator given to him by Impy tightly. We have no reason to try and flee. This time, we are the hunters. I pray we'll get through this without being overrun. Cardia, are you ready? Yes, I'll stay hidden. If something happens to you two, I'll assess the situation and take appropriate action. I will kill a man. Good. Ideally, you won't have to do anything but watch. But I want to kill a man. Okay. Van Helsing looks out the window. He wouldn't stop her.
Is there a particular time?
Is there a certain guy? Do I need to stay out of the way? There's a windmill on a nearby hill, a landmark Lupin had told us about. I bit the button too much. Did I? Oh, the windmill is out of sight, and that's our cue of action. The good boys like more like live or die boys. The blades of the windmill are spinning rapidly. The wind must be very strong. Lupin and Impy are supposed to attack the train from the Anthropometer. I hope they'll be alright. None of us can hide our nervousness as the moment approaches. Soon, very soon. And then... Victor now. As Van Helsing's command, the bombs set in the car ahead of us go off one after another. The car shakes violently and the light and heat reach as far as our car, even though there is none of the bombs we had set here. That was a huge explosion. Won't the train break? That's fine. Those bombs have little destructive power, but they release a lot of light and smoke and noise. I hope that will draw out at least a few of the Twilight guards. If only it was that easy. Twilight's not made up of incompetence. If any of the guards are practically skilled agents. We hear footsteps approaching the door to this car. Oh, here they come! Victor and Van Helsing stand in the middle of the car with their weapons out, and I hide in the rear behind them. Then, countless soldiers appear. They look like the ones who attacked me in the poor area of London.
Count 3.
Count 3. These men are indeed Twilight agents. Some of them obviously have more superior abilities than others. The soldiers are completely focused and show no hesitation at all. They immediately draw their swords when they see us. Boom, boom, boom. However, yeah, it's the bottom fan right here because it's getting dusty. Yeah. However, Van Helsing fires his gun before they can act, taking down some of the guards near the entrance. I forgot they look cool! But they're no match for us. One thing Twilight doesn't teach its ages is that there's always someone better than you. Van Helsing skillfully wields his shotgun and shoots the soldiers trying to enter the car one after another. The guards aren't bleeding, however, it seems that Van Helsing is using rock salt again, which doesn't cause any lasting damage. The windows on the side of the car shatter, and guards swing in from the roof trying to flank us. Van Helsing, watch out! Pitiful, they call this a surprise attack. Back in my day.
Stormed the facilities after lying in wait for months and making friends with them.
Not at that point! In an instant, Van Helsing's gunfire knocks the soldiers right out of the windows, pushing them out the way they came in. Twilight has really lowered their standards. This kind of lukewarm assault would never have passed as an attack when I was part of the organization. Wow. Maybe they just might be able to handle this single-handedly? I would, if I didn't have any baggage. Real action is about to start. Victor, I need you to cover our backs. He says this, the windows on the side shatter, and more Twilight soldiers start piling in. No! Stop wasting time and shoot them. If you're slow, you'll die. Van Helsing continues to fire, taking down soldiers in every stop. With every shot, Victor glances over my hiding place then nods. I'm not backing down! I can do this! Leave it to me! Victor throws a glass tube towards a group of soldiers hiding behind the seats. From a dull popping sound, many of the enemy troops fall to the ground. I don't intend to kill anyone, but I have to stand my ground. That's the spirit. Don't worry about me. Use everything you got to take them all out. The battle gets more intense. Van Helsing shoots the soldiers entering from the front of the car, while those in cover fall victim to Victor's glass tubes. Oh no! Van Helsing himself has taught me that it's very difficult to overwhelm the enemy when fighting in a small space. Even in the midst, Victor and Van Helsing seem to be invincible. Maybe it will really take only 2 of them to nullify all the Twilight soldiers guarding this train. But even in thinking this, the stream of soldiers seems never ending, and I start to wonder where they've all been hiding. Victor suddenly stops throwing tubes. His face is twisted in disappointment. I look at his hands and see that he's run out of tubes. The soldier swings through the window and lands right next to Victor. Come out of hiding! Victor! I shout and come out from behind the seat. The Twilight soldier turns towards me and his sword is pointed at Victor, but I'm faster! The best way to send the maximum amount of force to the enemy is to use my entire body. I throw myself at him! Yeah! I lead with my shoulder and charge into the man, sending him flying. Oh. The next moment, I lose my balance and tumble to the floor. I try to get up, but another soldier is already standing above me, about to strike with his sword. I'm gonna die! In the moment I think this, a gunfire and the soldier is thrown aside. Van Helsing, thank you, saved me! I thought I told you to not get in the way, but your quick thinking is worth notice. Good work. The 2 of them handle wave after wave of soldiers, but the enemy attacks keep getting more intense. At this rate, Van Helsing and Victor will be overcome, even with their skills. As I think this, Van Helsing looks over at me. That's enough. It's time to run. Victor and I nod. Our objective is to lure the soldiers out of here and then disconnect the rear trains, cars, and cut them off from Twilight's leader. There are enough soldiers here, and all that's left to do is dash through the crowd of enemies and cut off the car. Victor and I run after Van Helsing. The Twilight soldiers standing in our way are shot down over and over by a storm of bullets from Van Helsing's guns. After running through several train cars, we turn back and look at the ones behind us. I'm going to turn on my fan because it's hot. Victor, cover me. Right. Cardia, you're up. Break the connector, handle any enemies that approach. Leave it to me. I crouch down and start attaching the device that was given to the connector. The device is fairly complicated to install, but with all the training an MP has given me, I'm able to handle it easily. I quickly disengage in safety. It's done. Now! Van Helsing's guns go off nearby, and I take a wrench and screwdriver and quickly secure the device. It's supposed to set off a direct blast that will precisely destroy the connector. It's in place now! Set it off! The connector breaks through with a muffled explosion. I'm so glad it worked! The soldiers realize what we've done and rush over, but Van Helsing's guns keep them at bay. Finally, the cars gradually fall behind with many guards still on it. Yes, so far so good. It's no time to celebrate. We're almost at the track switch. Oh, right. I'll keep on my guard. Don't worry. But there shouldn't be any more enemies, right? Then... As I say this, several troops appear from the back door, where we're all cut off from the train. What? How are they still coming from there? This is endless. They probably came over the roof, thinking that we wouldn't be watching from that direction now. Van Helsing takes several shots without missing a beat, backing away while I keep the enemies from advancing. This is strange. There's so many soldiers left, and we haven't seen Lupin's signal. What's going on with this group? From the looks of the situation, all I know is that it can't be going well. What the hell are those clowns doing? Listen close, Cardia. Victor and I will take care of these guys. We need you to go 2 cars ahead of us. From there, climb onto the roof. MP should notice you there and take you somewhere safe for the time being. What about you and Victor? A tube is thrown by Victor, explodes against a soldier trying to climb in the window. I don't have many left, but I can fight. Don't worry about us. Go, run as fast as you can. Van Helsing's words give me an extra push and I start to run. I run through the car where Victor and Van Helsing are fighting into the next. At a glance, there don't appear to be any enemies here, and I can climb up to the roof in the next car. MP should see me. I take a breath and tell myself that it'll be alright, and then suddenly I hear footsteps approaching from the car ahead. Yeah! A Twilight soldier enters the car. Maybe there are still a great many soldiers on board, like the ones we encountered earlier. I've been ordered to capture you. I quickly slide to the side and barely avoid a quick swing of his blade. At the next instant, the man has the tip of his sword at my throat. Ah! Don't bother trying to resist. I was about to say the same thing, idiot. What? Before the soldier could turn around, Lupin sticks some sort of needle into the man's neck. Oh man, I liked hanging out with the cool boys. Ah, back to dumb and Pete. With that, the soldier slowly collapses. Wow! Nice job with the anesthesiac, Victor. It worked like a charm. Lupin! Hello, Cardia. It would appear that your group has run into some roadblocks as well. Lupin, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be breaking the connector closer to the head of the train? We've encountered some difficulties, and I hadn't accounted for this horrible weather. The weather? There's a storm outside. The Anthropoder couldn't approach as easily as we liked. It took Impy some effort to get me here. And Helsing told me to join Impy. That was a good idea, but now it's not possible. All Impy can do right now is just keep up with the train. Then what should I... We're going to be fine. We just need to tweak the plan a little. Trust me and come with me. That'll be the safest. Alright. He looks me in the eyes and then smiles fearlessly. Right, let's continue the mission. Time for round 2. We strayed from the plan, but we have to dislodge the connector. We'll keep moving forward, climb onto the roof of the car right before the one leader is in. Can you move silently? Of course I can. You made sure that I learned how. Good response. Let's go, Lupin. I start running and Lupin grabs my arm. Hold on. Someone's behind the seats. Hey, come out now. Lupin shouts towards the last row of seats, and a figure rises from behind them. Oh, it seems that you sense my presence. It would seem that you're much more perceptive than what I'd heard. Oh god, it's him! I forgot about him! I forgot he was in this chapter. I don't recognize the man, but I've heard that voice before. Are you... Did you bump into Lupin back at the station? Oh, you have a good memory, my lady. That's right, I do apologize for bumping into you earlier. You're not a member of Twilight, are you? Who are you? My name is Herlock Sholmes. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Herlock Sholmes? You know... Does he suck? I know. Who knows if our meeting is through chance or necessary? When I saw that you were at the station, I noticed you were suspicious. And when I overheard your conversation, I was certainly surprised to learn that you were planning a bold kidnapping plot. I see. So you were eavesdropping on us. Strange. I could have sworn that you were being extremely cautious. You think too highly of yourself if you think that you're the only one with a talent for subterfuge. Wouldn't you say, Monsieur Lupin? So you know all about who I am, as well. Scary. Oh no, it's bootleg Sherlock! Anyone with a healthy interest in criminology knows your name, Mr. Gentleman Thief. The man calling himself Sholmes looks at us as if he can see right through everything. Who are you? Me, I'm just a lowly private detective. Private detective? You're just an ordinary citizen. Stay the heck out of our way. We don't have time to deal with you. I wouldn't be so sure. It's a detective's duty to stop a crime in progress if he sees one taking place, is it not? I'm terribly sorry, but you're under arrest. As you say this, he takes a fighting pose. Oh no! It's nothing grandiose. He simply thrusts his left hand forward, which makes him a completely different person. I can tell from Van Helsing's training that this Sholmes is very strong. I swear your treatment won't be rough if you surrender to me. Thanks for the warning, but sorry, we have our own situation to deal with, so... Why don't you take a little nap? Lupin points his walking stick at the man and smoke spews from the tip. In a matter of seconds, a white cloud of smoke has swallowed Sholmes. Is that Victor's anesthetic? Lupin grins in response. Even a small whiff is enough to bring you to your knees. If he breathes in too much at once, I don't think so. Sholmes' hand reaches out from the cloud and Lupin jumps back just in time. When the smoke clears, Sholmes is standing there, looking as calm as ever. What? How? You're still standing. That's a pretty potent drug. I heard from the tap of the ground that the stick at the station. From the sound, I knew it had some sort of trick to it. At first, I thought you had hidden a blade in it, but it seems like it sounded hollow. I deducted it was most likely gas. Or deduced. On top of that, the great Arsène Lupin is known as a gentleman thief. You wouldn't carry a lethal weapon. And thus, gas was likely a smokescreen or a vaporous knockout gas. I've dabbled a bit in pharmaceutical sciences as well, knowing that it's easy to find a countermeasure to protect myself. I covered my mouth with a handkerchief soaked in neutralizer I threw together, and... Oh, you're gone. Thank you for your valuable information that gave us the time to get away. This man. Lupin and I were already running towards the car ahead of us. I see. You have some great insight finding opportunities in any situation, however. Lupin suddenly trips and his mask falls to the ground. What was this? Lupin, there's a string around your feet. A thin, sparkling thin string extends all the way back to Sholmes' hand. You're too self-confident. That's why you didn't realize that you'd fallen for such a rudimentary trap. He's every anime protect detective and like an annoying version of them. Yeah? When did you do this? I hate him. While you were fighting off the soldiers earlier, when you thought you were the only one guards aboard, you already lost. Sholmes begins to wind the string towards him, dragging Lupin across the floor. Well, do you think you're some sort of spider or something? Ugh, detectives need to develop some sort of street magician level techniques in order to catch their targets these days. Lupin! Without thinking, I pull off my glove and grab the string with my bare hand. It's no use, my lady. You're no match for my strength. I'm not using my strength. Smoke rises from the string as my hand, as it melts, disappearing like a snowflake. Lupin had been sliding across the floor this whole time comes to a stop. Oh, that was unexpected. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. It's none of your business! Put my glove back on and glare at him. Thank you. That's unfortunate. Either way.
Fully computed.
Only pose is the one in fate. That's unfortunate. Either way, I advise you to not turn your back on me. Damn, this guy is a handful! Lupin starts whispering to me. Cardia, you back under the roof and hold on against the wind. If people come to get you eventually, don't worry about me. I can't do that. Van Helsing and Victor are still fighting, and Sholmes here is tough. If the leader's personal guards head this way for some reason, you'll be blocked in on both ends. Besides, either way, I have to worry about you. That's an accurate analysis of the situation.
Shove her hand in Shulm's face.
I'll break the connector on my own, then we can pull the train car to the line. And then that will cause the car to slow down, making it easier for MP to come pick everyone up. This way, we have the best chance of making it out alive. You already understand that, don't you? Can I trust you to get this done? Yes, you've taught me all the skills I need. Do you think you're sharing secrets over there? I can hear everything. I didn't think that the infamous Lupin would have an apprentice. She's quite a cute understudy. If you think she's the only here for her looks, you're gonna get hurt. Before you do, I'll show you some pain myself. Ah! As Lupin says this, there is a flash grenade told Sholmes. I start to run and don't stay to see what happens next. I'm worried about Lupin, but I need to take care of my own task. I leave the train car. The window on the door in the next car is covered by a black curtain. I can't see inside, but that means whoever's in the car can't see me either. I carefully climb the ladder to the roof. The wind is so strong, and with the train speed, I might get blown right off the roof if I'm not careful. The howling wind and my clothes being pulled about, I'm starting to make my way across the roof. I have to use all the skills I've learned to head to the other side of the next car without making any careless noises. I somehow make it to the connector. It looks like I'll be able to take care of this before we reach the track switch. Right before I attach the device, some curiosity makes me turn around. There's no black curtains over the window on this side of the car, and I see into the interior. But... what? There's nobody in the car. We were supposed to disconnect. Oh. Okay, just a second. Did Lupin get the wrong card? There's no way. This game is actually Frogwares. That's Sherlock versus Lupin. In that moment, I feel something hard pressed against my temple, and I slowly look around to see a man standing there. Cross your hands behind your head. Don't resist, or I'll shoot you. And I actually have to stop right here because my mom needs me to go with her to the store. I hope you guys had fun though. I've had a lot of fun doing this. We'll be getting through the end of this chapter, really soon though. I hope you all had fun. I had a lot of fun streaming with you all. Thank you for watching.